Hello, it's story time, because it's sleepy time, and sleepy time is bedtime, and bedtime is story time. If I'm looking this way, that's because. Okay, ready? Here goes. So once upon a time, there was a little rabbit, and his name was Yunnub. But Yunnub wasn't just a little rabbit. In fact, he was a very special rabbit. He was special because he was a very tall rabbit. In fact, he was taller than any rabbit in the world. And his best friend always told him that. He said, "Yunnub, you're such a tall rabbit." And Yunnub would smile and they would go and do best friend things. And Yunnub had a secret. And it's that he was really sad because he was not as tall as his human friends. And he felt like he was a short rabbit. And he didn't know why they always told him he was such a special tall rabbit, because all he saw was that he was very short. And this went on for months and months and months, and he just felt really sad about it. And one day, his best friend took him camping, and that's where he met real live bunny friends. And these friends were really, really tiny, and he looked at the bunnies and said, "Oh, hi, I'm Yunnub, what's your name?" And they would say things like, "Oh, I'm Little Fluff Fluff, and I'm Tiny Tim," and stuff like that. And they would say, "Golly gee willikers, you're the tallest rabbit I've ever seen." And then, he started to realize that he was different. He was taller than all of these rabbits. And he kind of got excited for a second. He felt king of the world, and he was like, "This is everything that I wanted. I'm the tallest rabbit." And he looked up at his friend, and he remembered how small he felt. And then he looked down at the other rabbit, and he remembered how big he felt, and he was very confused. And the little Fluff Fluff rabbit said, "You need to be our king." And all the little Fluff Fluff and Tiny Tim rabbits agreed. And so Yunnub became their king. And Yunnub lived in the forest for 2 years, and they all admired him and would say, "Yunnub, you are the tallest rabbit. We feel so safe with you around and protected with your little big cotton tail and fluff fluffs." And after a while, Yunnub started to feel kind of uncomfortable, and he thought, "Well, gee, all these rabbits are really tiny, and I feel like a monster." And that made Yunnub feel kind of bad, and he realized that when he was with his best friend, he was the tallest rabbit in the world, but he was special, and that was him. And his place was not to be with bunnies, it was to be with peoples. The end.